so I can factor quadratic expressions is our learning target for this portion of the class, okay? Being able to factor quadratic expressions. So we were just graphing quadratic functions and looking at the properties, the axis of symmetry, domain, range, intercepts, the vertex, all that stuff. We're going to look at factoring these quadratic expressions now. Now, a lot of them that we were just graphing, we couldn't factor, okay? But all of these that we're going to look at today are factorable. So, again, I know you've been doing this for a couple years. Hopefully, you're pretty good at it. But, just in case, let's go back to the very, very beginning. Simple case. X squared plus bx plus c. So, we're not going to put anything in front of the x squared, okay? We do call this, let's just go over a little bit of vocabulary. This is a trinomial because there are three terms. Terms are separated by pluses and minuses. So a trinomial is three terms. You will hear me use that term every once in a while, so I want to make sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay? When this sign, when the last sign is a plus, then the signs inside of the factors will be the same. Okay, if it's a plus, you will have the same sign inside your factors. If it's a minus, okay, you're going to have opposite signs. One's going to be positive, one's going to be negative. If it's a minus, then you're going to have opposite signs in your factors. And if you have opposite signs, this one tells you which one is bigger, which number, the bigger number gets that sign. Get it right here in a second, okay? Bigger number gets this sign. So it's either a positive or a negative. It could be a negative as well, okay? So you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. When we're trying to figure out our numbers, remember they multiply to give us C. And they add to give you B. Okay, our factors multiply to give us the last number C, and they add to give us the middle number B. So that's just a little rundown reminder. You know this, you've been doing this, but I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page with this. Okay, so let's look, for example, at number 5. Okay, number 5 on your worksheet there is x squared minus x minus 2. We want to factor that. Okay, so it's a trinomial, so we automatically need to write down 2 sets of parentheses. We're going to put 2 things in each one. Since it's just x squared, then we automatically put x and x, because x times x gives us x squared. Okay? Then we got to figure out the numbers that go in there. Well, this one's easy because the last number determines our factors. 2 only has the option of 2 times 1. Now, the sign in front of 2 was a negative, so that means we have opposite signs. One's positive, one's negative, and our first sign right here is a minus, so that means that the bigger number, 2, gets the minus sign. Okay, the 2 gets the minus sign. So this is our answer when we are asked to factor, but I encourage you to do this. After you have factored, take a second and FOIL it back out, or multiply it back out. However, whatever method you use the box. If you use FOIL, whatever you use, multiply it back out. I'm going to use FOIL. First times first, x times x is x squared. Outside, x times 1 is 1x, positive 1x. Inside, negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And the last, negative 2 times positive 1 is negative 2. And if I combine those terms right there in the middle, positive 1x minus 2x is minus x. That's what I had in the original problem. Okay? So you can always, always, always multiply these things out to check your factor. Okay? You can always multiply them back out to check your factoring. Just make sure you get the original. If you don't, then you got to go back and adjust something. Easy fix. But why not check it when you could catch a careless mistake there? Okay, so let's practice with the simple ones here.